Books presents an unabridged recording of Diary of a Wimpy Kid 7, The Third Wheel, by Jeff Kinney. Narrated by Ramon de Ocampo.
January. Sunday. I wish I'd started keeping a journal a lot earlier on, because whoever ends up writing my biography is going to have a lot of questions about my life in the years leading up to middle school. Luckily, I remember just about everything that's happened to me since I was born. In fact, I can even remember stuff that happened to me before I was born. Back in those days, it was just me swimming around in the dark, doing backflips and taking naps whenever I wanted. Then one day, when I was in the middle of a really good nap, I got woken up by these strange noises coming from the outside. At the time, I didn't know what the heck I was hearing. But later on, I found out it was Mom piping in music through these speakers she put on her belly. I guess Mom thought if she played classical music for me every day before I was born, it would turn me into some kind of genius. Those speakers came with a microphone, and when Mom wasn't playing music, she was telling me everything that was going on in her life. She would say, "And then Mommy went to the store, where she bought you an adorable blue hat with little ducklings on it. And when Dad came home from work, Mom would have him give me a blow-by-blow of his day. He would say, 'So then I told Bill, I did sign the bottom of the 1044, and I flipped the paper over so he could see for himself.' But that wasn't the end of it. Every night, Mom would read to me for a half hour before she went to bed. 'Mr. Limpkins, I beg your pardon, sir. Oliver Twist has asked for more.' The problem is, my sleep schedule didn't line up with Mom's, so when she was sleeping, I'd be wide awake. She'd be snoring, loud, and I'd be like, 'Seriously?' I actually wish I'd paid more attention when Mom was reading to me, though. Last week in school, we had a pop quiz on a book, and I hadn't read it yet. I was pretty sure Mom read that one to me before I was born, but I couldn't remember any of the details. It sounded so familiar. Question 42. What does Oliver Twist ask for that gets him in trouble? Think. I guess the week Mom was reading that book, I was busy doing something else, like checking out where that umbilical cord went. Never did figure that out. The crazy thing is, Mom didn't need to use the microphone for me to hear her. I mean, I was inside of her, so I could hear every word she said, whether I wanted to or not. I'd hear, "I crave pickles, but I can't eat them because they make me gassy." And I'd think, do I really need to be hearing this? I could also hear just about everything that was happening on the outside. So when Mom and Dad got all mushy, I had to listen to that, too. I've never really felt comfortable when people are acting affectionate around me, especially when it's my parents. I tried to get them to stop, but they never got the message, no matter how hard I kicked. Cut it out. Kick, kick, kick. In fact, everything I tried just seemed to make things worse. Mom would say, "Every time we kiss, I feel a little kick." And Dad would say, "Let's kiss again."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.